Hello friends, welcome back. We're gonna do some makeup today and we're going to use this e.l.f. and Tiana Major 9 palette. It's called e.l.f. Electric Mood and it is beautiful. I'm obsessed. I'm not sure what look I want to do yet. Honestly, it might be kind of like warm and then this on the lid. I don't know, should we do warm and purple? Ooh, maybe we'll do warm and then this tone right here. That's really pretty, like a coppery. It's like a cool toned. Well, this is gonna be fun. So I'm gonna go in with the CoverGirl Easy Breezy Brow Gel. Should we zoom you in a little bit? One brow, there's the difference. Brows done. We're going to cover the eyes. MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre. I'm just gonna press that on the lid all the way up to the brow bone. You can see the difference it makes. We're going to set with the lightest shade in my Pixie Promise palette. So now we have a really good base. I don't know what I want to do, guys. I feel like with this palette I could create so many different looks that, like, I feel like this is one of those palettes that every time you create a look, it'll look different, you know? So I think we're gonna go warm today because I'm wearing this like warm toned fall. I'm ready for fall fashion, fall makeup, everything. So, oh my gosh, wait, today is the 21st. Is today the first day of fall or tomorrow? Hold on, let's ask Siri. When is the first day of fall? Tomorrow. Okay, so today's the last day of summer. Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize that. But okay, so now we have to do a fall look, right? Because I'm gonna be posting this tomorrow on the first day of fall. Yep, it's settled. Okay, so we're gonna start by taking this shade, this yellow, right up here. Like, we're just gonna go in with a bang right away. We're gonna take a little bit on a fluffy brush and we're just gonna run that through the crease. It's just a matte, like canary yellow is what I would call it. Just like that. I want this to be, like, I want it to be pigmented, but I want it to be kind of my, like the edge of my transition. So I don't want it to be too crazy. So just a little bit of yellow. It's always super fun. Then we're gonna take this taupe shade right here. Should I tell you the names? Okay, the yellow is called Yellow Tie. It's very hard to read these. And this taupe color is called Latte. And with the Latte, we're gonna go kind of like just below that, just to define this crease a little more, but not too yellow. Does that make sense? Do you see? Oh, there, you can see the dimension that it's creating. So just a little bit, just to deepen that up a little bit. Next, we're gonna go in with the shade Central Line, which is this warm matte rust color. And we're gonna start by applying most of it on this outer V, like that. And then I'm gonna take a little bit into the crease. I have to say, for the price, these shadows are so good. I don't know if this palette is still available. I'll link it below if it is, obviously. But I highly recommend it if you like warm tones, but you just want like a fun palette that's a kind of a different color story. It's not your typical color story that's been done 100 times. See that? Love where this is headed. Next, I think we're gonna do Sweeties. So we're gonna take a little bit of, I'm actually gonna do this on my finger. We're gonna take Sweeties, which is this pretty what would you call that? It's kind of like a deeper peach swatch of it. I don't know if how well you can see that. I don't know if it's gonna focus. There. It's pretty. It's like kind of a duochrome. I feel like it has kind of like a very like cool undertone. It's like a peach with a very cool pink duochrome, I would say, which I kind of like that combination with the warmth of the crease. So we're just gonna blend. That in. If you're not a big color person, that would be a great stopping point. It's like a little bit of fun color, but nothing too crazy. But you know me, I'm gonna go a little crazier. So I'm gonna go back into that central line, which was that rust color, and deepen up. I want this to be a little warmer. Then I'm gonna go in with Braided. Yeah, Braided, which is this warm, like medium tone brown. It's definitely darker. And we're just gonna deepen up that outer corner a little bit. This would be such a good look for blue eyes. Love. Okay, now I'm gonna take a different brush with no color on it. This is an angled fluffy brush. If you've watched any of my tutorials, you know how much I love these, and I like to take them with no product on them through the crease, just so that you get that really nice subtle fade. And then I'm going to, what do I want to do? I'm going to clean off this brush that I've been using this whole time, this fluffy brush. And I want to add a little bit of yellow back in, just on the very edges, because I think it would be pretty and give just like that extra little bit of dimension. Okay, so I'm going to go just like through the outer crease. So I'm going to take a little bit, not too much, and just right at the tippy top of that crease. Pop a little extra yellow in. It might be kind of hard to see on camera. See, ooh, there we go. Makes it more of like a sunset vibe. I'm here for it. Last step, I'm gonna go back in with that Sweeties shade and just touch up a little bit through here, so we get that really good color impact. Okay, love. Ooh, love, love, love. We'll do the lower lash line in a second, so we're gonna go into the face. We're gonna start by using our e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. Have that everywhere. I don't feel like wearing a super heavy foundation today, so we're gonna do like the slightest drop. I'd say 1/3 of my L'Oreal Age Perfect Serum Foundation, and then 2/3 Lumi Glotion. My skin's been doing pretty good recently, so I don't really feel like I need a ton of coverage. Just mix that up on the back of my hand and apply it everywhere. So you can see, not super full coverage, but obviously like more coverage than nothing. Does that make sense? Again, this is why I love mixing Lumi Glotion into my foundation, because it can seriously customize the coverage and the look of foundation, and you can have multiple different types of foundation with just 2 products, which is awesome. So you can see, better coverage. Got my NARS Creamy Concealer. We're just gonna get the places that I normally need a little extra concealing. Ooh. Just like that. Pixie Promise palette. we're going to use, again, the lightest shade under my eyes and this more yellow shade everywhere else on the face, because the other one's just a little bit too light for me right now. Okay. Just powder where I get oily or I just concealed. Then let's actually use the e.l.f. Putty bronzer. It's been a minute. I guess this is a very e.l.f. centered face. I'm going to use the e.l.f. Putty bronzer. Mine's in the shade Honey Drip, I think. Yeah, Honey Drip. And I'm using a fluffy angled blush brush. Just to build that up. Ooh. Hair is just trying to be a part of it. Go away. Love that. Let's bronze up the outer perimeter of the face. Sides of the nose. And the jawline. Perfect. Next, I'm going to take my Pixie On the Glow blush in Juicy. I knew that. And I'm going to take the same blush brush and I'm just going to do this all over and then tap that on. See how that gives me, see the difference? If you're nervous to work with cream products, it's a great way to do it. And I like using the same brush as my bronzer because I find that it kind of helps blend everything seamlessly. Gosh, my stomach is so loud. I need to eat breakfast. It's like 9 o'clock right now and I haven't eaten breakfast. Okay, we're going to go back in with my setting brush. You know, I like to do this just to kind of blend out any edges, set anything that I feel like needs to be set, like that. And today I'm actually going to use this highlighter that's in the Pixie palette. And I'm going to use it because it has like a cool undertone to the shift of the highlight. So I think it's going to pair really nicely with that lid color that we used. So I'm just going to add that. Literally, I only tap into these one time, like boop, because they're so pigmented. Sometimes I like to go just like that, just again to further blend. And I am going to take my ring finger to that same highlight. Since this palette doesn't really have an inner corner, like a shade that's bright enough, light enough for the inner corner. The one that I use on my lid is kind of like the lightest shade in the palette. So just to make it cohesive, I'm going to use that same highlighter as my inner corner. And then let's do the bottom lash line. I was like, I feel like I'm forgetting something. I kind of want to smoke up the bottom. So I'm going to go in with, I'm going to start with this Latte Taupe color. And I'm going to take my fluffy brush and literally just the very tip of the fluffy brush. And I'm gonna smoke this one out completely. Okay, you see that? Really concentrating it on the outer third, I would say, and then dragging it in, leaving the like first inner third of my lower lash line completely bare. I'm also not being like, I'm mostly putting the color right at the lash line, but I'm also coming down a little further since this is like a medium tone. It's not super dark. Then I'm going to take the shade next to it, which is that medium brown that we use to deepen up the outer corner. And again, I'm going to put even less product right on the tip of my brush and concentrate that really close to the lash line. Make sure that I connect it with that. that's gonna be the smoked out under eye, just like that. Sometimes it can be useful to just, I like to use a very precise, fluffy powder brush for this reason, so that I can kind of go in and blend anything out that I need to at the end. Okay, I'm gonna come back and have mascara on and show you the final look. All right, welcome back. I've got my mascara on and we're gonna do the lips. I wanna try out this new shade from Tarte. These are the Tarte Color Splash lipsticks. I don't know if they're discontinuing them. I bought them on super sale on the Tarte website. If they're still available, I will link them below. I got 3 shades. Rum Punch is the one that I had a sample of that I had tried. That's how I knew I loved this formula. But I also got this shade Sunkissed, which I think is really just gonna go with this vibe. So let's put her on. All right. I don't hate it. It's different than I thought it was gonna be. I feel like it's a lot cooler toned than I was expecting. It's like a cool tone peach, which is kind of throwing me, but I kind of like it. It's a little different than I'm used to. It's like corally. There we go. It's like a cool, it's more coral than I was expecting. I thought it was going to be more of like a warmer peach, but I do feel like it has that hint of coolness that corals do. So there's the final look. What do you think? I can really see the yellow popping now. I'll look down so you can really see it. And this is the look. Let's zoom you out. This is the eyeshadow look. Well, I guess the full makeup look. Again, this is the Electric Mood palette. I love it. I'm excited to create some more looks. Like this video and comment below if you want to see me do another look with this palette. I've been keeping it in my makeup kit because I've been using it on a few clients and I really love it. There's some really beautiful duochrome shades in this that I think e.l.f. honestly nailed it, and I'm excited to try more, 18 pan? Yeah, 18 pan palettes from them. I'm gonna be on the lookout because they're a great value for the quality, and I'm loving these shimmers. I kind of want to create a bluish, purplish look. What do you think? Should I do that soon? Maybe. All right. I hope that you will subscribe, stick around, and I hope you have a great day. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.